Hello everyone. Today I wanted to do an updated house tour. It's only been a couple days since I uploaded the last one, but they dropped a patch on, I think it was Thursday night, and added some new materials, and just I've done a ton of stuff with it, and so I wanted to kind of update and show some of the changes I've made, especially because I'm kind of getting that itch to go ahead and just wipe it clean and start on something new, and so I wanted to go ahead and record this, and that way if I really regret that decision I can put it back and know exactly how everything was. So alright, gonna go back into the front door, which the structure is pretty much the same, but as you can see already I made some texture changes. They added stucco and plastered wall, which was amazing for me because I have white walls now, so I think it looks a lot cleaner, a lot more kind of fits in with the modern thing I've got going on. Changed it in here as well. I kept the kind of the outer walls I kept in the stone just because I think the combination looks nice, but just kind of makes everything look cleaner, I think. And I shrunk these little rails. I kind of noticed that the scale of the rails was giant. They were almost up to my character's head, so changed those. Added the table that I talked about. It's got like a little aquamarine inlay. And then massive kitchen overhaul. I was kind of feeling like it was looking a little, I started to add a level of upper cabinets, and it was just looking, the wood was looking kind of 70s, not really what I was going for, so switched it over to a couple different types of iron, even gave the fridge like a little overhaul instead of like the with the freezer on the top. Now it's like a, you know, double door freezer and fridge, and I just think it looks a lot more modern, a lot cleaner. Just fits everything better. So yeah, and then a little bit of stripe wood just to keep everything from just being so gray. Love gray, but need a little something else too. So the couch is pretty much the same and still with the same amazing view, which is kind of the, like, everything I built, I kind of made sure that the views are highlighted, because, I don't know, I mean, given I love my claim, like it's on, you know, this really amazing hill, and so it's kind of what it's all about. And then down here, the main change that I made, it's going to look mostly the same. Still got the fireplace over here, and then the vaults, inset. I bumped out the back of this little nook, this little workspace area, and unfortunately I'm a little bit affected by that bug that's happening right now where you can't, where like land is regenerating a little bit and there's certain voxels that you can't edit, or at least it won't stay that way, and that's going on over here on that left wall. So there's not a lot I can do about that until they fix that bug. At least I kind of feel lucky, like a lot of people are much more affected by it than I am, you know, where they've got trees like growing up in their space and everything that they can't get rid of. But yeah, I just bumped out the back wall. The main reason for that was so I can scoot the forge and the sawmill back, because there's smoke that comes up. It doesn't even go really straight up. It kind of goes forward towards the front of the forge, which is a problem if, like me, you put your forge in an area that, if it's not outside or if it's below, you know, part of your building, the smoke comes through, and so you can still see a little bit of that right here when it puffs up, but it's not as bad as it was. I mean, it used to reach all the way over to like the stove, which was, it made it look like there was like a kitchen fire going on, which, I don't know, not what I was going for. So, anyway, yeah, just sort of a a hint, I guess, is if you're putting your forge inside, especially if you're putting it like on the bottom floor like I did, it's a good idea not to stack it directly below stuff because the smoke looks pretty darn strange. Alright, well, that is the full tour. I'll go ahead and kind of come out here so you can have another look at the outside. And that is burled wood going around the edge, which was a nightmare. No, not really. I would say it's a nightmare to farm for, but not once you get like a good axe and stuff. So yeah, that's my claim. And this may be its last appearance as this, in this form, because like I said, I think I'm going to start fresh, heal it all up, and do something else with it, especially kind of hoping, they've been rolling out new updates so quickly. I'm kind of hoping they might do that again, and then that would be like the nudge, to go ahead and start over. All right, well, thanks for joining me.